There are several reasons why people may become jealous when someone they know achieves success. One reason is that success often highlights the differences between individuals and their accomplishments. When someone close to you achieves something significant, it can serve as a reminder of your own perceived failures or shortcomings. This can trigger feelings of envy and resentment, as you may start comparing yourself to that person and feeling inadequate in comparison. Another reason is that success can disrupt the dynamics of a relationship. When someone starts to win or shine more, it can shift the power dynamics within a group or friendship circle. This can create feelings of insecurity and threat for those who were once in a position of superiority or dominance. They may fear losing their influence or importance, and jealousy becomes a defense mechanism to protect their own self-esteem. Moreover, jealousy can stem from a fear of abandonment or being left behind. When someone close to you achieves success, it can lead to changes in their priorities, interests, and social circles. This can create a sense of exclusion or neglect, causing others to feel left out or forgotten. Jealousy may arise as a way to regain attention or to try and bring the successful person back to their previous level of involvement. In some cases, jealousy may also be fueled by a sense of entitlement. People may feel that they deserve the same level of success or recognition as the person who achieved it. When they see someone else achieving what they believe should have been theirs, it can trigger feelings of bitterness and resentment. It is important to note that jealousy is a complex emotion and can be influenced by a variety of factors, including personal insecurities, past experiences, and individual personality traits. It is not always rational or logical, and it can be difficult to control or overcome. When faced with jealousy from others, it is important to remember that their reactions are a reflection of their own struggles and insecurities. It is not a reflection of your worth or achievements. It can be helpful to maintain empathy and understanding towards them, while also setting boundaries to protect your own well-being. Ultimately, success can be a double-edged sword. While it is natural to want to share our achievements with those we care about, it is also important to be prepared for the possibility of jealousy and to navigate these emotions with grace and compassion. Why do people resent your success? The thing about success is that it creates a huge and very noticeable gap. There is a big difference between someone making $10,000 monthly and someone doing $1 million monthly. There is a huge difference between a single person and someone who is, not just dating but, married. There is a major difference between someone who is obese and a supermodel. And so on. And that gap brings about a lot of awkward feelings, even for those who still wish you well. Success, in any endeavor, is by nature hard to reach, and achieving it automatically places you in a higher position, no matter how humble or friendly you might be. If it were easy, then everyone would have achieved it. And since it might be something other people in your industry want but can't get to, it makes sense that they feel a bit distant from you, as they feel like you are now above them, which breeds envy. Envy is a complex emotion that stems from a desire for something someone else possesses, but is lacking in oneself. However, not everyone would feel envious about someone's achievements or possessions, especially if they do not value or desire what the other person has. For example, obtaining a PhD may cause fellow students to feel a bit envious, but it may not affect an athlete who has no interest in pursuing higher education. This is because having a PhD is not a milestone or something they desired to have in the first place. On the other hand, even people who do not need or want what someone else has may still experience jealousy over their success. Jealousy arises when individuals do not want the person to keep what they already have. It is not necessarily about the achievement itself, but rather the fear of losing the connection or bond that existed before the success. For instance, a friend may start feeling jealous because the person now spends more time with other people who are considered to be in a higher social circle, causing the friend to feel left out or replaced. Family members might feel jealous if someone leaves their small hometown for a big city, as they may perceive it as a loss of closeness or a change in dynamics within the family. Unhealthy friends may experience jealousy when someone becomes more fit and starts prioritizing their health by visiting the gym regularly, as it may highlight their own lack of motivation or discipline. In fact, if someone denies feeling a bit of those, i.e., if they deny not feeling a bit jealous or envious, chances are that they are lying to your face. Jealousy and envy are as natural as laughter and anger. The issues only arise when they get out of control. Not everyone is happy about your success. Not everyone is happy about your success, and unfortunately, toxic levels of envy and jealousy can often rear their ugly heads in response. These negative emotions have the power to be incredibly destructive, both for the person experiencing them and for the target of their envy. It's important to be aware of this and take steps to protect yourself from the potential harm that can come from others' jealousy. Jealousy and envy are often referred to as the green-eyed monster, because they can feel like a separate being taking control of a person's thoughts and actions. It's a powerful emotion that can consume individuals, clouding their judgment and leading them to act in ways they may later regret. Overcoming this green monster requires a great deal of self-control and a shift in mindset. One way to conquer envy and jealousy is to transform them into inspiration and drive. Instead of allowing these negative emotions to bring you down, use them as fuel to push yourself further and achieve even greater success. Let the success of others serve as a reminder that you too can accomplish great things. Channel your envy into motivation, and let it inspire you to work harder and reach new heights. However, not everyone is capable of making this transformation. Some individuals may choose to act on their jealousy and envy in harmful ways. Instead of focusing on their own personal growth, they may try to tear others down in order to feel better about themselves. This can manifest in various ways, such as downplaying your success, pushing your buttons, spreading rumors about you, or even actively working to sabotage you. One strategy for dealing with jealous and envious individuals is to distance yourself from them. Surround yourself with positive and supportive people who genuinely celebrate your success. Limit your interactions with those who bring negativity into your life and focus on building relationships with individuals who uplift and inspire you. Additionally, it's important to set boundaries and protect yourself from their harmful actions. If someone is actively trying to sabotage your success, it may be necessary to confront them and address the issue directly. Clearly communicate your boundaries and make it known that their behavior is unacceptable. Sometimes, simply standing up for yourself can deter further negative actions. It's also important to practice self-care and prioritize your mental and emotional well-being. Surround yourself with activities and hobbies that bring you joy and fulfillment. Take time to reflect on your achievements and celebrate your successes. By focusing on your own growth and happiness, you can shield yourself from the negative impact of others' envy and jealousy. In conclusion, not everyone will be happy about your success, and envy and jealousy can be incredibly destructive emotions. However, it's important to remember that their negativity is a reflection of their own insecurities and unhappiness. By transforming envy into inspiration and drive, surrounding yourself with positive and supportive individuals, setting boundaries, and prioritizing self-care, you can protect yourself and continue to thrive in the face of jealousy. Remember, your success is something to be proud of, and it should never be diminished by the envy of others. How do you deal with someone who is jealous of you? Experiencing jealousy and envy are common in life, especially for those who are always looking to improve their lives. Hence it is crucial that you know how to deal with jealous people, especially if they are family, friends, or colleagues. Below are some very simple things you can do that helped me deal with envious people. Empathize. Accept that it is a natural response that most people can't help. Don't feel disappointed by their jealousy. Understand and empathize with them. Don't take it personal. If they might have said or done something out of jealousy, it is important to realize that it is not about you, rather it is about them, and their own insecurities. Don't apologize. Don't feel bad for succeeding. It is a good thing to succeed. Success is the best thing you can do for yourself and the world. If someone is lagging behind, it's not your fault they're behind. They are the ones who need to put in the work and level up, who need to transmute their jealousy and envy, who need to strive to succeed because you have proven to them that it is possible. Don't attack. In most cases, the envious or jealous person cannot do much to you if you don't dwell on them. They would try to trigger you, but you are better off ignoring them. Encourage them. You can become the bigger person by sincerely encouraging them, This is particularly important if the people who are jealous of you are under your leadership. You want to make friends, not foes. So when next you see someone acting out of envy or jealousy, don't be quick to think they hate you. It is just one of those awkward things that comes with achieving success. It is just one of those things that make success interesting. It is just a spice to life. Coping mechanisms. Effective coping mechanisms are crucial for maintaining emotional well-being when faced with resentment stemming from perceived slights or injustices. Holding on to negative feelings can create a toxic cycle of negativity that distorts our mindset and dampens our overall well-being. Instead of suppressing these emotions, which can potentially lead to mental health issues such as post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD, anxiety, and depression, it is vital to acknowledge and validate our feelings while actively engaging in healthy processing strategies. One powerful coping mechanism is the practice of self-reflection. Taking the time to introspect and understand the root causes of our resentment can provide valuable insights into our emotional reactions. By examining our thoughts and feelings, we can gain a deeper understanding of why certain slights or injustices affect us so profoundly. This self-awareness allows us to develop a greater sense of empathy and compassion, not only towards ourselves but also towards others. Another effective coping mechanism is the cultivation of forgiveness. Although forgiveness may seem challenging, it is a transformative process that can liberate us from the chains of resentment. Forgiveness does not mean condoning the actions that caused our pain. Rather, it is a conscious choice to let go of the negative emotions attached to those actions. By forgiving, we release ourselves from the burden of carrying grudges and allow healing to take place. In addition to self-reflection and forgiveness, practicing gratitude can also be a powerful coping mechanism. Gratitude shifts our focus from what is lacking in our lives to what we already have. By acknowledging and appreciating the positive aspects of our lives, we cultivate a mindset of abundance and contentment. This shift in perspective helps us to counteract the negative effects of resentment and promotes emotional well-being. Engaging in healthy communication is another essential coping mechanism. Expressing our feelings and concerns in a constructive and assertive manner can help to address the underlying issues that contribute to our resentment. By effectively communicating our needs and boundaries, we create an environment that fosters understanding and resolution. This approach allows us to find common ground and work towards positive solutions. Furthermore, seeking support from trusted individuals or professional therapists can provide invaluable assistance in coping with resentment. Sharing our experiences and emotions with others who can offer empathy and guidance can help us gain new perspectives and develop healthy coping strategies. These individuals can provide a safe space for us to express ourselves and offer valuable insights that can aid in our healing journey. It is important to remember that coping with resentment is a process that takes time and effort. It requires patience, self-compassion, and a commitment to personal growth. By actively implementing these coping mechanisms, we can break free from the cycle of negativity and cultivate emotional well-being. Let us embrace the power of self-reflection, forgiveness, gratitude, healthy communication, and support as we navigate the challenges of resentment and create a brighter, more fulfilling life. Emotional processing. Emotional processing is a powerful tool that can help us navigate and overcome resentment in our lives. Resentment, often stemming from unresolved conflicts, can weigh heavy on our hearts and minds, hindering our ability to find peace and move forward. However, by embracing emotional processing, we can effectively address and heal these deep-seated emotions. Acknowledging and understanding our feelings is the first step in the process of emotional processing. It requires us to confront the anger, regret, and disappointment that accompany unresolved conflicts. By allowing ourselves to fully experience these emotions, we create an opportunity for growth and transformation. It is through this acknowledgement that we can begin to unravel the complexities of our resentment and gain insight into its underlying causes. While emotional processing can be done individually, engaging with a therapist can provide invaluable support and guidance. Therapists are trained to help individuals navigate their emotions and provide a safe space for exploration. They can assist in unpacking the layers of resentment, helping us to better understand its roots and impact on our lives. Through their expertise, therapists can help us develop healthier coping responses and strategies to address and resolve conflicts. It is important to note that emotional processing is not about wallowing in negativity or dwelling on past grievances. Rather, it is a process of sorting through difficult events and emotions while allowing ourselves time to grieve or feel anger. By giving ourselves permission to experience these emotions, we can release them in a healthy and constructive manner. This prevents them from festering and becoming a long-lasting state of being. In the journey of emotional processing, it is crucial to practice self-compassion and patience. Healing takes time, and it is important to give ourselves the space and grace to heal at our own pace. It is also essential to cultivate a mindset of forgiveness, both towards others and ourselves. Forgiveness does not mean condoning or forgetting the hurt caused, but rather freeing ourselves from the burden of resentment and finding inner peace. Emotional processing is not a linear process. It may involve ups and downs, moments of clarity and moments of confusion. However, by embracing this journey, we empower ourselves to break free from the chains of resentment and create a brighter future. It is through emotional processing that we can find healing, growth, and ultimately, a renewed sense of joy and fulfillment. In conclusion, emotional processing is a powerful tool for coping with resentment. By acknowledging and understanding our emotions, seeking support from therapists, and allowing ourselves time to grieve and heal, we can effectively address and overcome the deep-seated emotions that accompany unresolved conflicts. Through this process, we can find healing, growth, and ultimately, a renewed sense of peace and happiness. So embrace emotional processing, and let it guide you towards a brighter and more fulfilling life. Addressing resentment constructively. Resentment is a powerful emotion that can eat away at our happiness and well-being if left unaddressed. It often stems from perceived slights or injustices that we have experienced in our relationships or interactions with others. However, it is important to remember that holding on to resentment only hurts ourselves in the long run. Instead, we can choose to address and manage our resentment constructively, leading to healthier relationships and personal growth. One constructive approach to managing resentment is to react to perceived slights in a more positive and productive manner. Rather than responding with passive aggression or holding on to grudges, we can choose to calmly discuss our feelings with the person involved and seek solutions together. By opening up a dialogue and expressing our emotions in a non-confrontational way, we create an opportunity for understanding and resolution. This not only fosters healthier interactions, but also diminishes the likelihood of resentment building up over time. Letting go of past grievances is another crucial step in addressing and managing resentment constructively. Holding on to resentment keeps us trapped in the past, preventing us from moving forward and embracing new opportunities. It is important to recognize that we cannot change what has already happened, but we can choose how we react to it. By consciously letting go of past grievances, we free ourselves from the burden of resentment and create space for new experiences and possibilities. Seeking emotional freedom is an integral part of addressing and managing resentment constructively. Resentment often stems from deep-seated emotions and unresolved issues within ourselves. By acknowledging and working through these emotions, we can find a sense of emotional freedom and release. This involves embracing vulnerability and allowing ourselves to be open and honest about our feelings. It may initially feel overwhelming to confront our emotions head-on, but it is often essential for personal growth and inner peace. Addressing resentment constructively requires a willingness to take responsibility for our own emotions and actions. It involves recognizing that we have the power to choose how we react to situations and how we let them affect us. By taking ownership of our emotions and actively seeking resolution, we empower ourselves to break free from the cycle of resentment and create healthier and more fulfilling relationships. In conclusion, addressing resentment constructively is a powerful tool for personal growth and well-being. By reacting to perceived slights in a positive and productive manner, letting go of past grievances, seeking emotional freedom, and taking responsibility for our own emotions, we can break free from the grip of resentment and create a more fulfilling and harmonious life. Embracing vulnerability and embracing new opportunities, we can unlock our true potential and find inner peace. Remember, resentment is a choice, and choosing to address it constructively is the first step towards a happier and more fulfilling life.